Basketball has been my life ever since I was young. I tried baseball, soccer, football, golf, and running, but none were as fun, and I gave up on all of those other sports for basketball. College coaches were recruiting me, and I felt like all my hard work was paying off. Whenever I would get upset or down, I would go outside and shoot for hours because basketball calmed me down. Basketball has always been something that I shared with my dad. All the way up through, he has been my coach and my number one fan. It all started when I was 4 when my parents bought me a Fisher-Price hoop. I remember playing around the world with my dad every night. He would always win till one night I finally beat him. I was so excited I ran upstairs to tell my mom and skipped a step and fell and split my head open. That's how much basketball meant to me. I would get so excited I couldn't hold it in. This summer I was the star player on our team, and I was having so much fun. We were winning games. That progressed into the fall where I was the leader of the team. I went into this season thinking we were going to be really good and I was finally going to be recognized for my hard work and determination in basketball. 2 college coaches were talking with me about playing basketball at their school. The colleges were Unity and Eastern Nazarene. As the season progressed, I stopped talking with the coaches because I was so embarrassed I was not even starting and not playing much on my high school team. The season started, and right off we lost our first preseason game. At first I thought it was just a fluke and we didn't play well. Then we lost nearly all of our preseason games along with almost all of our regular season games. It completely ruined my life. Outside of basketball, all I could talk about was how bad the season was and what was wrong. I would always be so mad and no one could talk to me because I would shut them out. Over the season I had a few big games, and these moments were the best feeling I could possibly have. Because the coach barely played me and I still went out and scored more than everyone else. Against Erskine I had 4 3-pointers in the first half. Then when we played Manor at Arat, which is the only game that we won so far this year, I had 4 3-pointers in the whole game. The best feeling I had this year came not in those games, but in the Oxford Hills game. That night we were losing by a lot at halftime. The coach didn't play me until a minute 20 left in the third. I played well but did not score in the third quarter. He kept the same group in for the fourth and I hit 3 3-pointers in the fourth quarter. When I made my first 3-pointer, all the parents and JV players along with my teammates went crazy. I had goosebumps the whole time and my heart felt like it was beating a million times a minute. I felt like I was the greatest player on the floor. I made my next 2 3-pointers and brought the game back to 1 point. I had a chance to tie the game with 45 seconds left when I went off a screen and caught the ball and shot a 3-pointer and swished it, but just as I shot the ball, the ref blew the whistle and called in an illegal screen. We ended up losing the game by 4. That night was the best feeling ever because I proved that I deserved to be out there and that I was a huge reason why we came back. From that game on, I have been happy knowing I had showed that I was a very important member of the team. It's tough for me to find the meaning of all this, most likely because I'm still in the middle of everything. But I feel like I have learned a lot about who I am as a player and how I react to hardships. Because basketball has been my life for so long, even though we were having a bad season, I never gave up. That's my love for the game.